Good morning, everybody. How you doing today? My name's Andrew.
I'm Grammy.
I'm Megan.
I'm Joel.
I'm Daniel.
I'm Grandpa.
I'm Petey.
I'm Mimi. I'm Aunt Becky.
I'm Gavin.
I'm Tracy.
And we're some of the Veggie Boys.
And girls.
And we'd like to thank you for stopping by. Welcome back, everyone. It's so nice to see you. We just finished taking care of the animals this morning. Daniel got all the cattle fed. I got the chickens taken care of. And before we left and moved on to different jobs, I was just looking at some of the animals here. What do you want, Turkey? But anyway, before I left, I was just checking on this cow here. She's getting ready to calf, and I just wanted to see how she looked, and she looks pretty good. Now, we got a few things going on today. One big thing we need to get accomplished this morning is we need sawdust. They gave us a call, said that they were full, so we need to go and pick some up. For the moment, Dad is gonna be back here at the farm. If the girls need him to pick anything, he can just run out and grab it. We normally wouldn't stress too much about getting sawdust, but bedding is very important. As we get closer to winter, we wanna make sure that we have plenty of stock just in case. Can you see out this mirror okay?
I can see out the mirror, Andrew, but I never use my mirrors.
What?
I just back up.
Woohoo! Corn's turning brown! The place where we're getting our sawdust from, they actually make wood flooring. There's just tons of wood everywhere here. And a byproduct of making these floors is plenty of sawdust. Now, the sawdust is very prized by a lot of farmers in the area. They use it for bedding, just like we do. Now, the interesting thing about this sawdust is the wood that they use for the flooring, they dry it with a kiln. So it's very, very dry sawdust. And that sawdust is very good at wicking up moisture, and that's why it's so desirable. So we're gonna get filled up here and then get heading home. Whoa, right there, hold on. Well, that looks pretty good to me. Now all we gotta do is get it tamped down and then pull the tarp over and we're ready to go. I think the girls need tomatoes at home.
I hope so.
Like 4? Yeah, 1 to the back. A long one. Daniel and I made it back home with the sawdust and we got everything taken care of with that. And our next job brings us out to the tomato field. We need to harvest some plum tomatoes. This last planting of tomatoes is finally to the point where we can really harvest, so we're gonna get started on it. If you guys remember, throughout the year we dealt with a lot of blossom end rot when it comes to tomatoes. Fortunately, we are not seeing any in this last planting of tomatoes. Probably the biggest reason for that is we started to get some rain towards the later part of the year. We are starting to worry a little bit about splitting because these tomatoes are ripening up, but for now they're okay. A lot of the times we see those deficiencies or the blossom end rot because there's not enough calcium. When you get rain, it really gives the plants an opportunity for the roots to grow and to pull in more calcium. Now, irrigating works, just not as effectively. What we had to do later on in the year was foliar feed some calcium to help out our first planting of tomatoes. But these tomatoes, they're doing just fine without it. Now, because this is our last planting of tomatoes, we can never be 100% sure how they're gonna look as we get later on into the year. Fortunately, they look pretty nice. The dry weather hasn't bothered these as much because they've been drip irrigated the whole time. And as they started to get larger, that's when we started getting rain. As a matter of fact, we got almost a ½ inch of rain last night. But that's where the worry starts to come in. Because it's been so dry and then we start to get rain, there is the possibility that these could crack. So we're trying to get them harvested so we don't lose any of them, but there's always the risk of cracking tomatoes.
But if the engine runs, chances are high. We got the new planter.
Yeah, the potatoes look good too. That went pretty quickly. Joel, Gavin, and I got 12 baskets of tomatoes harvested in like 25 minutes. Now, fortunately for us, the plum tomatoes are a little on the larger side. It makes picking them a lot easier. It makes filling the baskets easier. Alrighty, everyone. We have got in for lunch. What are we having today? Tacos. Taco Tuesday. Sounds like a party. Hey everyone, this is just a reminder. We can grow a lot of things on this farm, but one thing we can't grow without your help is this channel. So if you're new here, please consider subscribing. And if you're already subscribed, you can help us out a ton by liking the video. Alrighty everyone, we got done with lunch and now we are back out in the fields. We are starting where the pumpkins and gourds are, and we're just getting everything we can find.
As long as the stem don't break, they're valuable.
That's pretty neat looking, like a starfish.
Bell peppers, green, jalapeno. Yep. Jala. I need
We just got our bin filled. We picked some larger gourds and put them on the bottom. And then we had some pumpkins that were given to us as a gift to try by Outstanding Seeds. It was a number, the variety, I'm not 100% sure. But they're like those brownish tan pumpkins. They look really neat. Now we are walking back through the field. We're gonna come up another section and get another little piece picked off. Just looking for everything that looks nice, anything that looks interesting, so we can bring it back to the farm market. Just got our second bin of ornamental pumpkins picked. There was a lot of neat stuff that we had planted in there, so it's awesome to finally be able to harvest it. But now that that's finished, we are on to our next job. All right, everyone, we have moved over to the pepper field. I'm gonna let you know what's going on. Daniel is working on jalapenos right now. Joel is picking our sweet banana and hot wax. Gavin is grabbing some habaneros, and then Dad and I, we're gonna be working on some other peppers. And then what are you doing?
Moving baskets.
Yeah, my man. So far we have got our sweet banana, our hot wax, jalapeno, we've got our long hots, and our habaneros. Now, Dad and Daniel are working on green and red bell, and then myself, Gavin, and Joel, we are going to be working on Cubanelle. Cubanelles look awesome. Really nice stuff. We got some green in here, some red, mostly red, which is to be expected later on in the year. You find a lot more red peppers on these plants. The blossoms that poke out later, though, that's where you get your green peppers. They're just harder to find later on in the year. But we'll take what they're giving us. We're just about all out of our baskets. We just finished off picking the Cubanelle, and now they're working on getting the bell finished off.
Did you guys have problems finding Cubanelles?
No, we had no problem. Did you have problems finding bell peppers?
No.
Okay, good.
How many Cubanelles did you pick?
10.
Ask me how many bells I picked while you were picking the Cubanelles.
How many bells did you pick?
20.
Woohoo! Look at this tractor. Prime activity. If we have room for it.
There's no way we have room. It's just closed.
You heard that, right? It looks like we got a full wagon load to take home. That's pretty exciting to me. Put that on the list of things we love to see. A nice, full, colorful wagon. Back at the farm, we got everything offloaded from the truck and into the cooler. We got all the tomatoes put where they needed to go. But now we're back out to the cole crops. Now we're not here harvesting cabbage or broccoli. We're actually getting cauliflower. Look at that head of cauliflower. Beautiful. We just got all the cauliflower here that was ready, harvested. At that end of the field, the heads were a lot bigger. This stuff seems to be younger out here. It is starting to produce heads. You can see the cauliflower is wrapping down there, which is a good sign. We haven't been able to harvest nice cauliflower in years, and so far we've harvested more than we have the past 2 years.
Look at the size of these heads of cabbage.
Better to sweeten the cabbage up.
This is my hand next to this head of cabbage. These are huge. And it's not just those two cabbages. Every cabbage is that size. They're the size of a basketball. And the only reason it's possible that we have cabbages this size is because we were able to irrigate. It was extremely hot, it was extremely dry, and this water made these cabbages grow pretty quick. I saw on our forecast some of our temperatures are getting down into the low 40s at night, which is kind of crazy.
Do you know where Dad is?
I have no idea.
7 missed calls from him. Oh, hey, Dad! You're butt dialing me.
We got done with picking for the day and then we came back to the farm. We got everything unloaded and taken care of. Now we're just helping Matthew. He got back from the auction. So we're just sorting things out and pricing. It's starting to look a lot more like fall around here. Look at all those snakes, Callie. Just got everything put away in the farm market, so now we're heading up to the house.
You see how well them pumpkins are stacked?
Yeah, I saw you stack those pumpkins.
I did that. I'm a pumpkin stacker.
Well, everyone, we have made it up to the house for dinner tonight. It looks like we're having chicken pot pie with biscuits, which is really, really good. All right, everybody, we are now all sitting down at the dinner table, so you know what that means. This is where we're gonna end the video today. I would like to thank everyone for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.